Hello guys, Otaku man here, and this is another what if. This what if is my hero version. So yeah, gacha in My Hero Academia. Now in this My Hero Academia, there is gonna be a ship, but it's gonna come very later on. Now there isn't any ship right there. It's just gonna be a few one night stand and other few things. Yeah, he's gonna bang woman, but there aren't gonna be any serious relationship here. But the relationship is gonna come pretty later on. So let's start here. He will act like a little playboy, so he ain't gonna take any relationship seriously though. So let's start. Our what to start with, I'm not gonna waste any more time here. It is saying how his life went. Nah, fuck that all. I'm gonna go with middle school Deku. Yeah, the middle school Deku was pretty pathetic, we all know. But his life was not that bad either all. It's just the bullying was more intense than usual. He doesn't know what happened, but Bakugo has this weird kind of superiority toward him, to superiority to himself, that he thinks he's above everyone else. And let's put this: at first it was only Bakugo that bullied him, but now the whole school is bullying him at this point. He was considering stop going to school. I mean, he was about to drop out, but he wanted to be a hero, so yeah, he couldn't. He did not stop going to school. Izuku has always seen his mother, let's say, mother working 5 jobs. Yeah, it was already depressing enough. Izuku felt that it was his fault that his mother is working at a 5 jobs, but she could not even rest herself. Izuku would meet her rarely at home, only in holidays, something like those. But still, in those holidays, she would sleep most of the day. It would pain Izuku, but what could he do? Izuku wanted to help his mother, so he also have a little part-time job. But then again, the part-time job was being a waiter at a diner. The money was pretty good for her, considering how much hour he's gonna work. So the money was good. Let's say Izuku wanted to help his mother, so yeah, this money would at least help her lose one more job. Now after Izuku started helping at the diner, being a waiter, and sometime also be a cook. Yes, Izuku could cook, so yeah, it wasn't a very bad thing. We see Izuku right now coming home after doing his part-time job at the diner, being a server, that is. As he was returning home, he was met with the Bakugo and his crony. As Bakugo looked at him and said, hey there, disgusting corkless fuck. Ha, where are you going at this time? Now, Izuku said just home. He was already tired enough. He didn't want it to get into any problems right now, so he just said, I guess I'll take my leave, bye bye. As Bakugo said, did I tell you to leave, you corkless shit? Do you wanna still be a hero? As Izuku said, yes. As he said he wanna be a hero, as Bakugo blasted on his face and stated, tell me again what you wanna be. You wanna be a hero by your corkless loser ass. You still wanna be a hero, huh? I have a way, you know. You can get to cook in the next life and be a hero as well, huh? Or take a sign off of the roof and pray to God that you get a quirk in the next life. As Izuku heard this, he felt more saddened by this. His one and only friend, his childhood friend, turned on him. As Izuku got home with few bruises, as his mother asked what happened, as Izuku said nothing, I just fell off. As Inko said, okay, son, go to your room and rest. As Izuku went to his room, it was a pretty long day. I- next month is gonna be the last day of his middle school. Yeah, he was pretty saddened by this. I mean, there are only few months left until the middle school finishes. It's just he really cannot handle all the stress that he's receiving. The bullying from the children's, the bullying from his classmate, he could not handle that at all. He cannot see his mother tired face anymore. As Izuku thought he's gonna think about it later, right now. He decided to fall asleep and not to eat dinner because he didn't feel hungry at all. As he fell asleep, Izuku fell asleep, but suddenly Izuku found himself into the white void. As he looked around himself, as he was wondering, where the hell am I? Izuku looked around more to at least to see if anyone was there. As he shouted, is anyone there? As he shouted with the top of his lung, but nobody heard him. He waited, he doesn't know how long, but he waited for a long time, he could tell. As he waited and waited, but nobody came. Then a being suddenly materialized. The being, he could not see the being face. The being apparently had a pretty white outline on on the area. I mean, it was a being of pretty fucking light, so he cannot literally see the being. As the being just looked toward Izuku with fascination, as he stated, "Huh, what is? Oh, interesting. How did a human soul was able to get here?" As Izuku listened to his word, he actually got scared and said, what? A human soul? Am I dead? No, 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 human, no, human. You misunderstood me. I said, it's actually a few things when human experience when they're sleeping, but you actually are the first ever person who was able to do that. What do you mean? Have you ever felt outer body experience when you sleep? Yes, sometimes. You see, you not just into the outer body speech. You are. You are actually the soul, but your soul is still connected to your body, but you're still in the void. What is this place? It's my domain, child, but personally, I would say it's the white universe or the white domain. My domain. Oh, as the being suddenly stated, I don't know about yourself. If you wanna, I wanna know about your life, human. Would you tell me? As Izuku seeing there is no point, he didn't feel any hostility toward it. He didn't feel any hostile intent that this being had. So he decided, why not? He tell about his life that how his godless and everything. As the being said, being just he sounded little rude as he stated, humans really are bad. I always hated humans, but this is too bad at this point. As as we see, this being suddenly went into a thinking pose as he thought, hey human, if you don't mind, would you like to spin the wheel of fortunes? As Izuku said, huh, what? These wheels are mostly I give this I make this wheel are only spin by those person who died by accident by hands of God. But seeing that your life is already hell, I decide to why don't I give you this chance? You get two chances. Two chances, yes. First chance, selecting your system. Second, selecting a power skill from any anime character of the multiverse. Now, Izuku doesn't really watch anime that much. As he said, I don't know any anime character. Then I will leave everything to your fate. Let's see which anime character's power you will get. As Izuku as the being just snapped his finger. Yes, he felt the being snapped his finger. As two wheels of fortunes. First wheel, the wheel of system. As Izuku said, how do I spin it? Just think about spinning. As Izuku think about spinning it. As as Izuku thought of spinning the wheel, as the wheel started to spin at very high space. As the wheel started to slow down, and there were many systems. There were cultivation system, animal system, complaint system, lustful system. There were many more. As suddenly the wheel stopped at gacha system. As the guard said, you actually got gacha at your system. I wonder how your luck is gonna be. As Izuku started to spin the next one, as it spins in a high speed, as it started to slow down, and Izuku saw many characters' name and their power. They were Basara Tojo's power. Then Isehiro, being the Red Dragon Emperor, then other powers. Then it suddenly stopped at the error. You already know by seeing the thumbnail, can't you? It's error 404 sans. As Izuku doesn't know what sans is, as the being decided to be a little thoughtful and decided to give him a little help, information about the person he received the power from. As the being suddenly said, this being really exists. So we are going. This being actually exists in different perspectives. So I'm gonna tell you about the backstory of this being. Now, the backstory, I guess. He had won the battle, but at what cost? He had become very corrupted monster, had gone insane, thinking of the most darkest deeds. Error 404 hid away in the special part of the anti-void that only can be across access that called the mainframe or the outer wall. It was the place where he can see the activity in and out of the anti-void. He has been there since, never been connected with other AUs, slowly dividing himself more and more insane with grief and his isolation, and only accompanied by one other. Now, now the personality, let's say the Error 404 is a bit different. Silent. Error 404 preferred to show his true intention at first, no longer having much of reason to hide them. A master manipulator, he has developed so much to the point where he can perfect a poker face. At first glance, Error 404 came off as a sociopath, extremate and working and background they deal with everything considered a brother. The slightest grudge, he will take the most exaggerated response and permanent solution to the temporary problem. However, this isn't truly error for the fault. Error for the fault retain his sadness, yet instead of commonly turn it into steamedness, usually being the reason for his intimidating posture. This disputes his notoriety as a formal sociopath. In the person, he comes off as a pure brute, always dominating the solution anytime he present, always knowing what to say, and always being on the top. Error404 has complete god complex, yet truly isn't a bad person. All the wants as his very happy ending. Yet he will go desperate measures for so, even to the point giving other a bad ending. His aspiration for reigning aspirate as a stronger than ever, as will accomplish it. However, he loves to be alone, talking to Alpha how his day is. He doesn't believe that Alpha is alive, yet he always pretends to personally to vent his mood out, just to not leash out because you do not want to see him leashing out. Dialogue. The link below will send. Mm, mm. Now we are gonna go to the powers. Do you who wanna know? Blue Mastery, the most powerful variant of the Blue Soul alteration, allowing the Force of Will to move any object alive or dead from a distance of 500 meters. He may use this ability to completely collapse the soul if he used this on an alive being, resulting in an instant kill. He also used this for mind manipulation. Now, mind manipulation. 404 can take complete control over others' soul, allowing him to alter, distort, wrap their mind to think various things, commonly using this method to force. other into serving him. Great knowledge. From error for long lasting time in the multiverse, he know already most of everything about it. But I'm sorry, Izuku, but you will not know this knowledge. The great knowledge part of Eros for you will not have it. Dark blaster, yes. Powerful blaster designed by the Astral Mother herself, able to destroy almost anything it lifted at. The damage rating was 100, yet from his achievement in the multiverse alongside the upgrade came from the mainframe. Now it stands at 750. Yup, it can destroy anything with a little it blast. God Ray fires a blast from his finger that will kill anything and anyone who has godlike code or an unordinary code from regular AU character. God Ray first shot. The first shot paralyzes the foe, keeping them still forever frozen in position until the second shot has been landed. God Ray's second shot. The final shot takes the time it has and kills the opponent once it made contact. Reincarnation. This ability used when Aerophosaur is either kill or take too much damage. When he takes much damage or his skill, he will begin to scatter his code in the ground that will delete himself from the world. After that, the particle Aerophosaur left behind will gather codes from the world, then return to Aerophosaur lair and retain Aerophosaur source code and the look. Yep, he cannot die. Motherfucker will return. Void infection. This ability is automatic only cause Aerophosaur entering a void. Upon him entering the void, this is an anti-void and the mainframe amount straight data never will begin to rapidly vibrate, trembling and possibly even collapsing the void. Fly. He can fucking fly. Unopposed strength. Aerophosia for his gain. Yep, you have super strength Izuku, but it's more greater. Now MLTF plus speed immeasurable speed. Yep, you have speed Izuku. Glitch whip. Air Force 4 can whip for confound sorry can form a whip like beam of a light directly to the main frame itself, which can create length of the line of a Empire Blue State building. Fireglass Soul. Force Soul is detective against any defective against deflect against any attack from making critical to his only one or physical. Pixel manipulation. Razorphone can manipulate air, turning into the particle into small pixel, allowing him to form things out of any physical material. He can also use this on himself as a substitute to teleportation. Mama's boy. Yep, that's the ability name. 404 has the ability to transform his soul into one of a pure fear, where his color petals go from the white to black and blue to orange. This stick will put fear into any soul. Now, it's called conduct of balance. 404 possesses the conduct of balance, allowing him to control aspect of fiber and the entire voice and fiction. The balance at his sustain of balance or sustain it. However, he has yet to fully master this ability, hence he can capable of using it to the full extent. However, this chart shows 404 process to mastering his conduct soul and all thing he can do, being a novice to a master to full-fledged conduct. So this is error 404 pretty much biodata and powers Izuku. And I don't worry, I will give you the knowledge about this. Don't worry about. I will give you knowledge. As our main character said, "Oh, thank you." So what is gonna happen? Am I going to another world? Izuku was thinking. As he felt sad for his mother, he's gonna leave her. As the being said, "No, no, 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 Izuku, you're actually misunderstanding something. Izuku, you aren't dead. If you were dead, I would have sent you to another world without gifts. But you aren't dead, Izuku. You mean yes? You just separate from your body for a temporary amount of time. Oh, it seems your time's up, Izuku. Bye bye. May we meet again some point when you become powerful. As Izuku disappeared from the place, as he woke up, it was morning already. Looked around himself as he was thinking, huh? I guess it was a dream. Hmm, it will never happen. As he was thinking it will never happen, suddenly he heard a little voice. Ding. Binding to host Izuku Midoriya completed. Would the host like to see his starter pack? As our main character just froze. As he pinched his cheek, as he trying to verify it was a dream or not. As after verifying it was not a dream, he was tears started to fall down from his eyes as he said, "I have a way to become a hero now." As he was thinking, being a hero, then then he may remember another part of the being that said that he has another power of a character called Error 404. Someone that Izuku actually started to have a little bit doubt about that kind of power because God will not willingly give him those many powers. Literally, he can manipulate someone's minds. I mean, Izuku was tempted to use this soul manipulation on Bakugo because, personal reasons. As Izuku was thinking, does he have that power? As System answered, yes, host. Yes, host. You have the power of Error 404. Would the host use the like to activate his power? The user will intense amount of pain for it. As Izuku said, yes. As the system said, yes. Interjecting power of Error 404's power. As Izuku felt in his knees, started to scream. As luckily the system suddenly said, system conducting silence room. As the room outside of the room there was no screaming, it was pinned up silence. Now Izuku was screaming top out of after a few minutes as he recovered and said, damn, I I would never like to feel that anymore. That that was dangerous. No, fuck all that. I will never feel that kind of pain anymore. As he felt pain, let's say more pain than usual. We see our main character was pretty much looked at the starter pack. He has one common grade gacha ticket, then a gold grade, then platinum, then diamond. Interesting. He has four grade tickets. Now our main character was thinking that he has one common grade, two gold grade, and three platinum grade, and last but not least four diamond grades. He has four diamond grades, so he's gonna use the diamond grade. He's not gonna use the diamond grade for now. He's gonna save them. As he's hey system, do you give missions or something? Yes, host. The gacha system will give host mission, but the mission is not compensatory. So the host wishes, if the host wishes he doesn't want to fulfill the quest, he can. Oh, so the mission is unimportant, yes, but the mission is important to collect a gacha token. Oh, okay. Our main character says, so do I have any mission or hidden missions? Currently does not have a hidden mission, but the mission will activate it, sensing the host emotions and the objective you want it to be. Oh, okay. As our main character right now wanted to use one of the golden token golden gacha token. So he decided to use one. As he did, you use the golden gacha token. The system said, congratulations for the user gaining the cloak of the necromancer, cloak of the dread, cloak of the king, the dark king. As our main character did not get it, what the fuck? As he looked at the cloak was pretty. awesome. I mean, he not gonna lie, the cloak looked pretty awesome as fuck. And the cloak had a little bit of function, like as he wore the cloak, and he felt that this cloak was not even heavy at all. I mean, he felt a lot more calmer and a little bit more stronger than usual. Also, our main character, no, he has a telekinesis ability, so he's able to, let's say, bullshit his way. Yep, he's able to bullshit his way right now. Right now Izuku's goal is to how to bring that he has a quirk to his mother. As he decided, he put his quirk into the inventory of the system. As he went downstairs, he knows he has the power called blue control or whatever that was. He has called blue mastery something. Blue soul alteration, allowing him to move. Yep, he can move any object from one place to another, even living person, but it will take a toll on him. As a main character suddenly came to his as he went to his toward his mother, as his mother, like always, was ready going to as she was ready, about to go to her part-time job. As she was about to get going, Izuku stopped and said, "Mom, I have something to tell you." What is it, Izuku? Could you do it a little bit hurrier? I am already running late. Oh, don't worry, Mom. It's gonna take a few while. Just okay. Tell me. As Izuku showed her, as Izuku mo- as Izuku moved a little pen around the air, as Inko's eyes widened. Izuku. Yes, mother. I awakened my quirk. As Inko suddenly, Inko has tears in his eyes as she hugged Izuku, literally hugging Izuku, literally hugging Izuku out of all the breath. As she said, "I'm so proud of you, Izuku. I'm so proud." As she said, "Today we're gonna celebrate. Today I'm not gonna go to part-time work. Today we're gonna register your quirk, and after that we're gonna celebrate." Yes, yes, mom. Seeing that how happy his mom is, Izuku felt happy here. He, for the first time in his life, felt that he was able to make his mother proud, or rather happy at least. As they went to the quirk doctor to get a registered his quirk, as the doctor did not do. You see, this is a different quirk doctor. As the quirk doctor saw Izuku moving various objects from the room, as the doctor conducted a very high power telekinesis quirk. Now, after registering the power and everything, they went to a restaurant and family restaurant and started to have what they wanted. As Izuku was happy that day, even his mother was. After they do this, Inko went to her. Inko went, as that day, Inko and Izuku just took a day off. Next day, Inko went to the work as unlike before, she was now carefree because she knows that her baby's future is already decided now. He can be a hero if he desires to be. So, so she went to the work, but a lot more chilling way. As also Inko decided she's gonna lose weight. She ain't gonna be stress eating anymore. As we see, Inko left the house. As Izuku decided he ain't gonna go to school today. He ain't gonna go to middle school today because he's already fed up with all of them. It's just a month left before everything goes. So Izuku decided not to go to school. As our main character, take out the mystical robe from the inventory. As he put around his body. As he put this robe around his body, he felt different and he felt a little more connection. This robe also have the ability to make himself invisible pretty much. So it was pretty awesome. As Izuku knew he can fly, but as Izuku knew he can fly, as Izuku decided to fly, seeing if he can really fly or not, as he went to the rooftop of the apartment complex that he lives in, as he jumped into the air, as he was flying. Yep, as he was flying, as the cloak was doing its job, being invisible as fuck. As he was flying in the sky. Pretty much, it was a lifelong dream of his to fly at least in the sky at least once. As he was flying, it took most of all day of Izuku, as Izuku knew that his mother is gonna return late at night, so he doesn't worry that much. As it was around 7 in the evening. Yeah, it was getting pretty dark, and also the sun was also getting down. Sun was also sitting down, and everything was happening like the way it should have been. As we see, Izuku was flying into the air, still invisible, but he could see everything clearly. As our main character was flying everywhere. Izuku, to unknowns to Izuku, but Izuku's personality has changed already, a little bit changed. He is now a little bit of manipulative and cunning. He will do anything to make his goal come true. So Izuku doesn't know this. He's just unconsciously doing whatever he wants to do. But unlike Izuku hasn't noticed that his personality has changed. We see as Izuku was flying around, as he was landed on a building to see if any activity was going on. He wanted to use his power very badly. As Izuku heard a little yell from an alleyway. As he observed the alleyway through the air, as he was looking at the scene, ah, four thugs were chasing a girl. The girl was pretty flat. I'm not gonna lie about that part. Now, Izuku looked at the scene from the air as he was thinking, should he intervene or should he wait for a hero? Now, Izuku has noted this already, but he decided to merge with the personality himself, making Izuku becoming a little cold-hearted and a little selfish, as he knew he could defeat them with a snap of his finger. But he decided to see the scene at least to see what he could do. As they said, as we go to change the perspective to the thugs. Nah, I mean to the girl they were chasing. As the girl tried to run, someone help me, please, please, please! I should meet a hero here at least. Oh no, I'm cornered. As the girl looked at the thug, and the thug says, Miss Little Missy, you were running way too much, and you are right now cornered. What you're gonna do?" And that quirk of yours seems very interesting. You're the Yaruzu heiress, aren't you? As she did not answer, but her face looked pale. Ping ping, we guessed it correct. So you're the heiress of the Yaruzus, huh? He. We might have some fun with you and demand some money from your papa. What do you say? Oh, but boss, before that, I wanna go first. Nope, the boss will go first, then will the lackeys. Hehehe, okay, boss. As the boss said, girl, I'm gonna have fun having that body and having my cock inside inside you. You will feel very fine. As she just looked at them in fear, and she wanted to be just saved. As we go to our main character perspective, our main character said, Yairozu, huh? Interesting. If I know the Yaruzu Corporation is pretty big in Japan right now. And especially, I have heard about Mr. Yairuzu being very cruel towards the other business. Hmm. I think I should save her, having her as saving her. He might even give me few rewards, or even having his baby girl, as my lover would also help it a little bit. And seeing her body, she ain't bad looking. As we see, our main character decide to intervene when they're gonna literally they're about to rape her. Easier to manipulate her without using my powers. That is, as we see. Izuku looking at them as he was waiting for the right time to go and save the girl. As they pull off Yairo's clothes, as it turned, it turn, as they literally turn, as they turn her shirt that she was wearing, as they could see her underwear right now. As the boss said, even to being a minor, you looked pretty hot as fuck. As Izuku saw, yep, this is my right time. As the boss took off his pant, Izuku just said, guys, it's really not nice to force yourself on a lady. That is, Izuku said. As Izuku looked at the girl, as Izuku looked at the girl and signaled to go get into the corner. As the girl said, girl nodded her head in hurriedly as she made herself into the corner. As for Izuku said, and I guess I suggest you guys to leave, or else something bad will happen to you. As the thug started to laugh, said, "Huh? What is a kid like you gonna do? You wanna play hero that badly, right? Okay, it's your fault already." As our main character just gave a little smirk. Our main character wasn't wearing the same robe. No, he was doing different. As Izuku uses Blue Mastery. Yep, the ability Blue Mastery to at least get hold of the soul. As all of them literally is paralyzed as they said, What happened? Ho 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 ho, you can move, right? You felt very dangerous, but it's your fault. As we see, Izuku just said, God Ray. Oh, first shot. As he shot all of them into the God Ray as they stop moving. Until you see, this God Ray is paralyzed them to the point until the second God Ray is blasted. So they're gonna paralyze here forever, pretty much, if Izuku does not blast the second ray, God Ray. As Izuku said, "Hey, miss, you come here. They aren't gonna move anymore." As she said, "Of course, let's get out of here." Yeah, yes. As Izuku looked at her, said, "Oh, wait, wait." As Izuku materialized a jacket at least that is big enough to hide her body. Izuku materialized a jacket in the air. As she looked at him, said, thank you." As they start moving, as Izuku thought, I will come here later on. As they start walking toward a different place. As Izuku said, "Should I escort you to your house, Miss Momo Yairozu? Oh, Miss Yairozu, if you don't, should I escort you to your house, Yairozu-san?" As she said, thank you. Oh, my name is Izuku Midoriya, by the way. Nice to meet you as well. Nice to meet you as well, Midoriya-san. Yes, please, could you escort me to my house?" As Izuku escorted her there. As she asked what Izuku's quirk right now, stated that his quirk is something similar to energy manipulation, somewhat. As she thought, interesting. You see, I have two quirks actually. It's not energy manipulation. It's two quirk. Yes, I have first telekinesis from my mother, and second one I got it from my father. It's like a storage quirk. Oh, storage. Yes. So I will return this giant. No, no, don't worry. You can keep it. I guess I'll be going bye bye now. As Izuku started walking back, as Yairo said, "Thank you, Midoriya-san." As Izuku said, "No problem." As Izuku was about to go, Yairo just shouted, "Can I have your contact information if you don't mind?" As Izuku thought, why not? As they exchanged contact information with each other. As Yairo entered her house, as for Izuku, he just said, as he glitched his way out of there. Yup, he pretty much teleported himself to his house. As Izuku unlocked the door, as he went inside the room and said, Today I had a long day pretty much." Time skip. We see in those months Izuku and Yairozu talked. Izuku started to manipulate her slowly as he started to become one of her best friends pretty much. Yep, Izuku was becoming her first ever true friend. As being a heiress of the Yairozu, she really could not go outside and hang out with other kids of her age, so she was always stuck in her house. That's why she never had a very single friend. But Izuku, being the saving her, she had a very she had a very high regard for Izuku. Even let's say Mr. Yairozu also had high regard for Izuku because the kid seems nice, even though the kid isn't from an influential family at all. And Mrs. Yairuzu it doesn't even mind Izuku actually. She thinks Izuku is gonna be her future son-in-law. But she did not say anything to her husband because she isn't certain, at least not yet. But she's sure that Izuku is Momo has a crush on Izuku, at least what she thinks right now. As for Momo, yep, Momo does have a little crush on Izuku, but she doesn't realize it at least yet because she hasn't felt what love is. Mm. So, in the 10 months of training, pretty much Izuku did what he could do the best. As for Bakugo, let's say when he heard that Izuku unlocked his core, he challenged Izuku in a fight, but let's say Izuku just used the telekinesis to implant him. Literally, he just grabbing Bakugo's whole body as he slammed Bakugo to the wall and knocking Bakugo out. Yep, he already cleared the misunderstanding and everything between them, as less Bakugo was right now Izuku's rival. But Izuku doesn't consider Bakugo his rival because he knows he's too strong. As for the gacha, he still does the gacha and he has received many human skills right now. You might be thinking human skill, yes. He has knowledge about many different variation of martial arts and let's say very different variation of studying. He can also do few hacking skill. Yep, he received this all from the gacha token. Now the 10 months of training all finished. Izuku was stronger and also Izuku made Yairozu stronger than what she's supposed to be. So she can do many things unlike the canon she could not. Now Izuku actually used a little bit manipulation because one time he actually used a skill that she it wasn't about it shouldn't be even possible for him. He used the skill Mama's boy to inflict fear on this bully. But Momo saw the whole scene and how dangerous Izuku because Izuku used his mind manipulation to manipulate Iroh's various topic and making her that she will keep the power up secret forever. Yep, he has even made Yaruzu to trust him more. But he doesn't trust Yaruzu just yet because, personal reasons. As we see, Izuku was in the limo with Momo right now. As he said, so Momo, oh, I wonder how is gonna my test gonna be. I bet honey your test gonna be all awesome. You're gonna be the number one. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm gonna pick you up after this test. As she gave him a little kiss on the cheek and said, "Bye, it's for good luck." As Izuku said, He did not show any visual shock or anything. He knew it's the reason of the man manipulation. So yeah, he does not say anything. Izuku went to the same study hall as where the speech had happened and everything. Izuku didn't react at all as he was in the training ground B as if everything happened. As they all rushed in, Izuku just uses telekinesis where just literally destroys, slamming all the robots to each other. As it gave him various points, as for Izuku he was bored already. As Izuku saw that there was a big 0 point over coming towards someone, Izuku's already racked 200 points. Yep, it was already highest already. He has racked 200 points and also with few robots left and right, 250 already. And he has already surpassed All Might's personal best. It was 200. Izuku looked at the big robot and said, "Hmm, why waste strength? I mean, I want to be suspicious and all. So let's leave it at that." As Izuku was making his way to outside of the arena, as he made his way to a different part, to at least not to get into the destruction of the 0 pointers. As the 0 pointer, let's say, he heard a little shout for help. As he looked at a chocolate brown hair bob cut girl was fall to the ground. As if you could remember her, she had a gravitation quirk or something similar to that, right? She just make her body weightless and drag herself over here? Huh, what a failure. As Izuku looked at the scene without anything, as he did not even move. But to Izuku's surprise, some other person actually moved there. He did not expect this person to be a girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. She also wear glasses, so she literally jumped upward and used her hand. You could see some veins popped up in her hand, and boom. Izuku looked at this scene with pure amazement and said, "Damn, she is more braver than me." As Izuku saw that she was falling down because she broke her hand. As Izuku decided, as Izuku used telekinesis to you, he's gonna, as he decided to fly upward and catch her in a battle style, and stated, you okay?" As we see, as we go to change perspective to Melissa, as Melissa said, I'm okay. Thank you. As she was blushing red because a handsome boy was holding her. Yup, Izuku has changed in various ways. As Izuku landed on the ground slowly, I said, "Do you feel hurt?" I think I don't feel my legs anymore. As Izuku wanted to heal her, but he decided at least not to. As recovery came, as recovery girl kissed Melissa on the forehead as she kissed Melissa on the forehead as every injury just healed. As Melissa said, "Oh, I feel tired for some reason." "Of course you will feel tired. Have this gummy bear." As recovery girl looked at Izuku, said, "You hurt?" As Izuku said, "Nah, me okay." "Want some gummy bear?" As Izuku just looked at the gummy bears and said, "Thank you." As he took one. As for Uraraka, Uraraka said, thank you, Melissa-san, for saving me." As Izuku said, "My name is Izuku Midoriya." "Oh, Melissa Shield." As Izuku said, "Shield?" "Yes, you might heard about my dad, David Shield." "Oh, I've heard about him." As Uraraka then said, "My name is Ochaku Uraraka. Nice to meet you all," she said with the same bubbly expression. As Izuku just looked at her blankly and said, "Hmm." As he started walking toward the exit. As Melissa looked toward Izuku and said, a very interesting character, I say." "Yeah, yeah," Ochaku said in his head. As Izuku went to the entrance, as there was a limo already there, as Izuku died and went away. Few students looked at the limo as Melissa thought, as Melissa said, maybe, maybe." As Ochaku said, "Whoa, the life of a rich is something." So everything went the same as canon after that, but the result time. Let's say Izuku was as Izuku got a praise from especially All Might has said, "Young Midoriya, you actually defeated my record. You're gaining 300 points." 300. How did I gain extra points? "Oh, you might have not noticed this, Midoriya, but there were some point called saving points. Rescue point. Few people got them, and you were one of the few people who got the rescue point alongside young Melissa Shield." As Izuku thought, interesting. As Izuku decided not to listen to it that much, as he's in class 1A. And he also got the uniform. He's gonna receive the uniform a week later, so yeah. Izuku made it as this was the first day of his UA high. Izuku looked at the school with disdain. Not that much. He was bored, really. Izuku was bored because he could not show off his strength that much. Even though he knew that he could lie to that his quirk went to awakening or his quirk went to upgrade or something like that. His quirk went to evolution. Yep, he could make that, but he need at least few months of the UA training to do that. So he decided he's gonna reveal his ability slowly, but not right now. He has revealed his ability to fly and object lifting heavy object. If Izuku wanted, he could also lift it up the zero pointer and literally crush it. But nah, he decided not to. He doesn't want to show himself he's that strong. As Izuku made his way to the class 1A, as it was mostly empty, as he saw Momo there, as Momo said, "Hi Izuku." As Izuku looked at her and said, "Hmm." As they sat down to with each other, as they talked about few things, as Izuku just replied her with, "Hmm, yes," or "Oh, I see." Not that much talking, pretty much. So yeah, as they were talking, someone suddenly said, "Oh hey," as it was someone else, and said, "Hey there, Midoriya, how are you?" As it was Melissa's shield, as Momo felt jealous. Now Momo said, hello, Izuku, who is she?" "Oh, she's the girl that actually I saved where she was about to fall to the ground." "Oh." As you might be thinking, is Ochaku there? Nah, she's in class 1B. So let's go with it now. We see our main character getting introduced to the teacher. As the teacher just said, "Come on, let's go to the field." As they went to the field and said, "Hmm, this is UA. Is not our time to go do for anything. So this is gonna be a little quirk assessment. Just Midoriya, come here." As Izuku said, "Yep, yes, sir." "Throw this ball as high as you can." As Izuku looked at the ball, "I should use my strength and telekinesis at the same time. Let's see." As Izuku just as Izuku took the ball in his hand, as he went to throwing motion, as he threw the ball into the air, but as he uses blue mastery to actually accelerate the ball more, as creating a little shockwave in the air. As Aizawa said, "Infinity." Whoa. As everyone says, "Fun." As Aizawa said, "Fun, huh? How about this? Oh, any one of you came last is gonna be expelled." As everyone just said, "No, it's not fair. It's fair. Is natural disaster and villains attack are fair." As everybody stayed quiet. Now the quick assessment is mostly Izuku dominated everything. As last place was Minata. Minata, let's say, was expelled, and Uraka came into her. Yep. No, after good doing that, the people do a little introduction and everything happen. Yeah, yeah, same shit happened. So guys, this is the finish here.